Welcome back to Gamer Sanctuary. It's Saturday. There's a magic tournament going on here at the store, as you can see. So it's going to get kind of loud today. We've got Adam and John playing some Star Trek. A couple other guys who are playing some 40k today. But Oscar and I are going to get in a little bit of our own game here. He's going to have his Orks, of course. I'll get my Space Marines out in a minute. But we're just going to have some fun today. We were going to try to get in some practice for our Adepticon Team Tournament stuff, but that just didn't happen. So instead, me and the little Grot are going to face off. Take a look and see what he's got. As always, Oscar's running the Ghazghkull formation, just mostly to get the access to the great Ghazghkull war gear that he has. So he's got his War Boss on a bike with the Super Claw that insta-kills everything with one swing. He's also got Cyborg Body and an attack swing. He has three mobs of boys. We have 12 with heavy armor, sluggish choppas, a big shooter, knob with a power claw. They're in one truck. Another 12, exactly the same, except with a rocket in the other truck. Then we have 20 with shooters, no heavy armor. They also have a knob, and there's two big shooters. Knob has a power claw as well. They are going to be riding in the battle wagon, which has 4 big shooters and the cannon. Not a kill cannon. We didn't want to take away its transport capacity. As always, in Oscar's list, he's got his bikes. This time he's got 15. There's a knob with power claw and a boss bull in there. He has 15 Ludas, actually 14 in a mech. So he's going to give the Ludas a try for a change. I've been begging him to give him a shot, and this is the first time I think he's going to get him out in mass like this. He has a burner bomber, which we were just talking about how much fun the burner bomber can be. So he decided he wanted to play it today on its super cool secret weapon miniatures base, and then to round it out, 5 Def Copters with rockets. 1,750 points. I'll take a look at my Space Marines in a minute. As I've said before, I'm going to be really focusing on my Star Phantoms for the majority of this year. So we have a Chaplain in Terminator armor with an Auspex and the Primarch's Wrath, so you can use the extra salvo fire shots. He's going to be joined by 10 Terminators. We got 1 Heavy Flamer, 1 Assault Cannon, and 1 Chain Fist. Troops, I have a tactical squad with a plasma pistol, plasma cannon, plasma gun, and a Razorback with heavy bolters. I have another tac squad and a drop pod with combi flamer, and heavy bolter. Scout squads, 4 snipers, 1 missile launcher with flak missiles. And then for my armored support today, I have a pair of Vindicators with dozer blades, a Sikaran with las cannons on the sides, and then a Storm Talon with las cannons as well. We'll get a shot of the table after we roll off for deployment and get started. Here we have a shot of the table. We are playing the Tactical Escalation mission. We have 6 objectives total. There's 1 under the Ludas. There's 1, where'd the other one go? Oh, there's 1 on that side of the tower. Right there. There's 1 over here by the fortress. All the buildings are just ruins. We're not playing them with building rules. We got 1 in here. We got 1 in the crates here, and then 1 back here, the wrecked land speeder. I have the first turn. Oscar is going to roll to seize the initiative, and there's no night fighting. So go ahead, get that die out and roll it, kiddo. Get it on camera. Oh, you know what? We forgot to do Warlord traits. We're going to do Warlord traits, and then we'll come back after we've rolled Warlord traits too. But we're going to do the C's now. Go for it. Get that 6. Oh, he got it. I can't believe it. So he's going to get to go first. Orks, turn 1. The bikers zoomed around the flank and turbo boosted to get right in the Sikaran's face. It's going to be in trouble next turn with all the power claws over there. Battle wagon trundled down the middle, and the cannon shot at the Vindicator right there and missed. The guys inside annihilated the scout squad. Well, nearly annihilated. The guy with the missile launcher still sitting right there by himself. He's okay. He made his leadership check. But all the sluggers that were inside that battle wagon did a number on the scouts. The Ludas came out of their building and took the chance at snap firing most of them. 2 of them did not have to snap fire. They stayed still. The rest of them advanced forward, all but the mech, and 2 of the Ludas were in range and had line of sight to that Vindicator. So all the snap firing and needing 6s to glance it took 2 hull points off it. So it's still alive and kicking and about ready to crush something. And that's it. So Oscar did not get first blood. Did you get your objective? No, he did not get his objective. So we're going to start my turn 1. I made Oscar pay this turn for not taking out that Vindicator. He shot back at the battle wagon, kaboom, blew it up, killed half of the boys inside with it. This one shot at the truck though, but it bounced off a tree in front. That was good. My drop pod scattered 10 inches way back here, so I was only able to cook 6 of the Orks with flamers and bolter shot. They made their morale check, so they're good. That truck was untouched. This one's still untouched. Those boys are now running away because I did kill a couple more of them with the missile launcher here. They are fleeing, but the thing that really got under Oscar's skin was the Sakaran's ability to ignore jinx saves, and having AP4 just shredded through the bikes, along with the Marines over here. He failed all 4 of the saves I made him make from that squad by itself. But good news, they're still holding. The last game Oscar and I played, he couldn't roll anything but 2s and 3s for his leadership check. This time he's just rolling exactly what he needs. 7 with the Ludas, 9 with the War Boss, and he failed badly with the other boys there. But they're still going to be in charge range. Oscar gets his reserves coming in. We're going to move into turn 2. Oh, I did get my objective. My objective was to secure objective 6. So I got 1 point for first blood, 1 point for that. Oscar's turn 2 was just nuts. His burn bomber came in and dropped a bomb on Marines back there and didn't do much else though. Tried to glance the Vindicator to death with its super shooters and failed. The Ludas did take it out though. They finished it off. The truck over here came forward. Boys jumped out and wrecked that Vindicator. These boys rallied, snap fired at the Marines over there, and along with a couple other things managed to kill 2 of them, but they're still safe. The other boys in that truck turned around and assaulted, and it just beat the crap out of those 5 tactical Marines there. That wasn't close. Over here though, the bikers. The War Boss split off to try to take out the Sakaran by himself and just failed miserably. Did 1 glancing hit to it. These guys though shot at and killed the combat squad here, but lost 2 more boys to Overwatch fire. I hit with all 3 plasma shots. That's going to be it for this turn. The Defcoptus failed to come in from reserve, which helped, but Oscar did get stomping, boys. He wiped out 3 of my units in assault. You got the tac squad here, tac squad there, and the Vindicator, but only rolled a 1 to see how many points he got. So right now the score is 2-1 in favor of me, and bottom of turn 2 coming up. Space Marine turn 2. Things should have worked out a lot better for me, but they didn't. Oscar had some really good lucky rolls here. Storm Talon came on, shot at the burn bomber who jinked, and only took 1 shaken hit. Over here I killed a bunch of the Orks with flamer and bolter shots, but they made the leadership check. They're good. I did annihilate the Ludas with the Terminators though. The heavy flamer and Primarch's Wrath. I did use my chapter tactics to twin link everything. I didn't even have to shoot the Storm Bolters in the squad. They were all dead. Over here, the Sakaran wheeled around and backed up towards the objective and tank shocked those the biker boys. They made their leadership check and just got out of the way. The heavy bolter on the Razorback killed 2 of them though, including the Knob. So they broke and are running, which allowed me to secure objective 2 for 1 more point. And then the Sakaran wheeled and shot at the War Boss. I hit him 5 times with the autocannon, wounded him once. I'm sorry, I wounded him 4 times, hit him with the las cannon also, and wounded him there. He failed jinx saves like crazy. I don't think he made a single, or no, he couldn't make his, he failed his jink with the las cannon, could not make them against the autocannon. However, he then rolls 3 6s for his cyborg body, feel no pain, so he only took 2 wounds. So that's Oscar for you. That's the way this kid plays. So we're going to go into turn 3. Oscar's going to draw some more cards and roll to see if his Defcopters come in. Top of turn 3, the Defcopters still decide they're going to show up late to the party. The Burn Bomber stripped off a hull point on a glancing shot over here on the Razorback. The War Boss charged the Sakaran and finally blew it up. Sorry, wrecked it, didn't explode it. The bikers rallied, wheeled, and then shot at the scout right here. Yes, and they did actually rally with less than 25%. Again, shocking rolls from Oscar. Over here, the boys shot at and then rolled a 10 on their charge range to get into the building to attack those Marines right there. Only killed 1 of them, and I killed a single Ork in Overwatch. So that's it here. Moving this way, none of the Terminators took any hits from the trucks and their big shooters. The tactical squad right there got charged by that squad. The Knob issued a challenge. My sergeant accepted, and every single person in both squads missed. It was terrible. The Ork boys behind it charged the drop pod and blew it up with power claw from the Knob. And that's it. Oscar scored 1 point for issuing a challenge over here, and another point for what was that last point for? Oh, for rolling a 10 or more on his charge range over here. So now the score is tied at 3.
Victory Cheetos.
Space Marine turn 3. Oscar's Orks in this fight managed to kill 2 of my Marines, and the third one is routing. They are going to start running towards that objective because he's been sitting on that card for a while. I tried to take the last wound off of the War Boss, but he made his cover save, or armor save, it doesn't matter. I did blow up both the trucks with the Terminators here and the Storm Talon here. And I'm down to a lowly Marine right here. I finally lost the Sergeant in the challenge, and the spillover killed another Marine. But I got a big old blob of Terminators coming this way to give me some points. Oscar's turn 4 is coming up. His Death Copters are going to show up, and who knows where they're going to be and what they're going to do and what other objective. Oh, did you score any points this turn? No more points this turn, so it's 3-3 still. Orc turn 4. Oscar got really lucky with his draws on objectives. He got secure objective 4. Secure objective 1. The Death Copters finally came in. They just turbo boosted there to grab it. He also got secure objective 6. Those Orcs ran around to grab that. So he grabbed 3 points on me this turn to take a 6-3 lead. The War Boss blew up the Razorback. If he had killed it in the shooting phase, he would have gotten another victory point. As it is, he just flipped it over in the assault phase. The burner bomber dropped a bomb on it, took a hull point off, and then flew off the table. So it'll come back next turn. And over there, those Orcs finished off that last Marine and then running away from my Terminators. So I'm going to go now into my turn 4, draw some cards, and try to catch up to Oscar in points. Space Marines turn 4. I had my Terminators come over this way and charge at the Death Copters. I killed 2 of them outright. No, I'm sorry. I killed 3 of them outright with the Power Fist. Did a wound on a 4th one with the Power Sword, and predictably they turned and are running away. And of course, being Terminators, I can't catch them. I didn't actually need that objective for any of my cards immediately. I might need it later, though. The Storm Talon went into hover mode, shot at those guys. It killed enough of them to make a morale check, and they are turning and running. The Chaplain broke off from the Terminator squad, charged the Sluggaboy squad, and challenged the Knob. Killed him in combat, gave me another victory point for issuing a challenge. So I got 1 for this challenge, 1 for this objective, and I think that was it. I only got 2 more points. So I have 5 to Oscar's 6. We're going to go into turn 5, and he's going to see if he can keep pulling away from me. Top of turn 5, the burner bomber comes in, shoots 2 rockets, and the super shooters and the big shooters at the Chaplain does 1 wound. The Death Copters regrouped and snap fired, and I did not jink because I didn't think he was going to hit me, and he actually hit me twice with both rockets, and blew off my las cannons over here. One of the boy squad ran off the table, the other one's on its way. The War Boss turbo boosted around over here a little bit, and then the Orcs tried to run because Oscar has an Orky card that says he gets victory points if 3 or more units turbo boost or run at least 6 inches in this turn, or go flat out. But he didn't have enough to do that. Or, like I said, with these guys, they just regrouped, so they couldn't do that. The Bikers did turbo boost to come around to try to grab that objective. They'll be able to get it next turn if we have it. So I'm going to go to the bottom of 5, draw some cards, and still try to catch up. Right now, Oscar still has 6. I have 5, and we both are going to have line breaker at the moment. Because he's got his boys here, and I got my Chappie right there. Space Marine turn 5 was really bad. My Terminators tried to run over here to try to grab objective 2 to get some points and failed. My Storm Talon turned and zoomed off over here and shot at the War Boss to try to kill him. Failed. That's about it. I did rout the Death Copters again with the Terminators. My Chaplain shot at and then tried to charge the Bikers, and they gunned him down on Overwatch. I'm not happy about that. They gave Oscar Warlord, so at the moment he has 7 points to my 5. I did not get any objectives. I got some ones that were just going to be really hard for me to get this turn. So we're going to go into turn 6. If we roll... That's it. Game ends. Oscar's going to win. 7 + 1, 8 for line breaker. 8-5. How do you feel, buddy? Oh, thank you. All right, so great game though. This was total carnage on both sides. Oscar managed to hold his deployment zone. He managed to grab mine completely away from me, and I have a block of Terminators in the middle that really didn't do much. I think it might have been a mistake going after the Ludas, even though they were nasty. I probably should have put them somewhere where they could have been a little bit more used to grab objectives. Although you never know what cards are going to come up. So thanks again for watching, and play more games.